where two bearded film fans watch the best and worst horror movies of all time. And Luke Condor with Kate, and I'm joined by my regular co-host, Mr.
Ben Errington.
We're in the same room. This is bizarre.
This is bizarre. Yeah, I know. I can reach out and touch you.
If you want to.
If I want to. I mean, I've always wanted to do that during the podcast. I've always kind of wanted to reach through the screen and just give you a little tickle on the nose, tickle on the chin, slap you if I'm really disappointed with your rating for a film.
Have you ever been that disappointed with my ratings?
No, of course not.
Cat people.
Cat people. That's so long ago that I can't really remember how I felt when you rated it. I was devastated. Yeah, I mean, I can't really remember what I rated Cat People, let alone what you rated it. You rated it ridiculously high.
I think I waited too strong. I did go too strong, but I like cats. I'm a cat person.
Yeah. There we go. Some would say that film was made for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like 40 years before I was born. Yeah.
So, this is the first time.
This is the first time.
Yeah. Is it bad? I'm drinking coffee, so like.
No, you smell fantastic. It's just that I can smell you.
Don't come on too strong, Luke. I know we're close, but. This is the first time I've ever done this. We've never sat in the same room and done this before. I think we spoke about it a few times, but.
Yeah.
I guess like when we actually meet up with each other is so rare.
It's because we live so far away as well.
That's the excuse, yeah. It's not like we both live in Bristol and we just avoid each other at every turn.
Yeah.
You live in Nottingham.
Yeah.
Now. And you've always kind of lived far away. Manchester, London.
Try and keep a certain distance if I can.
Yeah, I think you kind of need to, like a certain amount of miles away from me at any time. Because, restraining orders and also, I like turning up at people's doorstep.
Yeah.
Like halfway, like in the middle of the night and just say, Luke, I need a wee. Luke, can you spoon me?
Whilst I wee.
Whilst I wee, yeah. Which is an odd feeling for everybody involved, isn't it?
Okay. We're in the same room. That's fine. It is what it is.
It's totally fine.
Get used to it.
If you've got a problem with it, then just stop watching right now.
Yeah. Okay, man. So there's no horror news this week. Nothing in horror happened.
No, I mean there probably is horror news, but I've just managed to avoid all of it. I think a lot of stuff that's happening with horror at the moment is that there are trailers for things. And I think you're a notorious trailer non-watcher.
That is what I'm notorious.
Yeah, and I've kind of been trying to do that
a
little bit. Notorious. He's a notorious non-watcher, just not watching shit. Have you seen this? No. That's disappointing. And I've kind of adopted that a little bit. Like I've tried lately to not watch as many trailers.
Yeah.
Just because I think I agree. Like, especially the
Black Christmas one.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So the Black Christmas trailer was the one where it really made me think. I kind of need to stop watching trailers because I love trailers. I love the sort of the event of a trailer dropping. Like, oh my god, a trailer's dropped! Can you believe it? A trailer for a trailer, a clip for a trailer. I'm like, yeah, man, a trailer's coming up. But with Black Christmas, like with major films, I think like the Star Wars stuff, the Marvel stuff. I think
I actually like the Star Wars trailers though.
Yeah,
because the music always gets me.
Yeah, it's the goosebumps. It's exactly like that. Forget John Williams. It's Luke Condor over here with a little
wobbly
trumpet lip. I think the Star Wars and the Marvel ones and the big budget, like the big films, are pretty good. They know the trailer hasn't got to give enough away that people are going to go and watch them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter so much if they give away a few little details. They're not going to give away the plot. Black Christmas pretty much gave away the plot from start to finish, even though it was a remake. And it was then I kind of thought no. And there's a couple of films that I watched in the cinema this week that I didn't see trailers for. And I felt like it didn't affect things too much for me. I felt, pretty happy with it. I still my anticipation of the film was still probably just as much as it would have been from not seeing a trailer.
I don't know. I think if you don't see, I think films are always better when they are different to what you expect them to be. Like the trailer set up certain expectations, which is sort of what they're there to do. But I don't want to have any expectations. I always enjoy the film more if I don't have any expectations.
Yeah. I can't even imagine, imagine going and watching a film like that, a Star Wars film, and literally knowing nothing about it. Imagine going into The Force Awakens and not seeing a trailer. That must have been insane.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who's in it, you don't know...
Yeah.
That must have just been crazy, you know?
Yeah, especially like when Han Solo turned up and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I would like to do that, but I know with Star Wars, as soon as there's a trailer, I'm going to want to watch it.
Yeah,
and
they're good. They're good trailers.
They're good. Yeah, so I guess what the point was I guess what my point was that a lot of horror news is trailers.
Yeah.
And clips and announcements of films and stuff. And, as I've been avoiding trailers, I've also seemingly been avoiding horror news. So, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, stuff's probably happened. We'll do a catch-up news episode next week.
2 weeks worth of horror news next week, possibly, just to make up for it, because we're kind like that.
So, I mean, let's jump forward then. So what have you been watching? Any stuff? Any guff?
Stuff and guff.
Anything rough?
Anything rough? Well, I've watched a few things. I've had 2 cinema trips this week.
Sorry, there's an iMac on the floor.
There's an iMac on the floor over there. There it is. That's where I keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because, I don't care, alright? So I went to see Ford versus Ferrari this week, aka Le Mans 66.
Yeah, I've heard good stuff.
I went with my dad. I think we discussed it as being a film you'd probably go see with your dad.
Yeah.
There was a guy there with a motor racing jacket on. It reminded me of Alan Partridge when he's got the Castrol GTX jacket on at a funeral.
Yeah.
So it'd be a bloody car racing, bloody motor racing film. I'm not a huge fan of motor racing, but I like Christian Bale enough to kind of watch anything he's in.
Yeah.
Don't really like Matt Damon all that much.
What do you mean? You don't like Matt Damon?
Born Identity? No, I don't really like the Bourne films.
What about... Do you know, the first one was great. What about where he plays... That's the Kevin Smith film, Dogma.
Yeah, but Dogma's great, but Matt Damon's just kind of in that, isn't he? He's not.
No, he has a great speech when he's talking to the Moose Company.
Jesus Christ, I don't remember that.
He plays Loki, doesn't he? I think.
He plays Loki in one of the Thor.
And he's
films.
He's did a big speech about consumerism.
I don't know. I mean, it's just something about him. I don't find him that engaging. I think actually the Departed pretty good, but I think he's a bastard in that.
Hampton Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, I've not seen that for a long time.
Mate, it's good.
The Departed, you're supposed to hate him, so I feel like he was the perfect character for that.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh god, Matt Damon, you shit. Yeah. So I mean, but for this Ford vs Ferrari was great. It was really, really long, 2.5 hours. But I feel like it kind of needed to be that length because the Le Mans 24-hour race was such a huge part of that film that if you just chucked it in as the final 10-20 minutes, it would have been naff. So it was the final hour is the Le Mans race. But yeah, it was really good. I liked it. Really good cinematography. The sound editing was great. It really felt like I was in a bloody car, right? It felt like I was in a car going however many miles an hour it does. And the story, if you don't know the story of Le Mans 66, don't read up on it before you watch the film because there's some stuff that happens in it and at the end of it that's mind bending.
I don't know about it. I don't know anything about it.
Then don't read up on it before you watch the film. Go and watch the film. Your mind will be bent.
Bent?
Your mind, it's just what is it? This is the face I made. What? Like that.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to that.
Yeah. That's the best bit. And then also saw Frozen 2 this week.
How's it hold up to number 1?
I think this is number 1 I've kind of seen too much because obviously my daughter, when that came out, my daughter was 3 when the original Frozen came out. So we watched it a lot over sort of her age, from 3 till 6. Yep, she was singing it a lot.
We used to sing it all the time.
I was probably joining in, I expect.
Good songs in there. For the first time in forever. I like that one.
Yeah, the songs in the first one have kind of run their course for me now. Yeah. But the main positive about this film is that the songs are awesome. And I honestly felt like I can't wait to listen to that song again. I think the story's kind of lacking a little bit. The story's a bit lackluster. It just kind of feels like, you remember when Disney did the direct-to-DVD sequels? And it was here's Aladdin, but then here's a direct-to-DVD sequel called Return of Jafar, where Jafar's back being a bastard. Like that, it just kind of felt like that. It's one of those stories, So
one of my first ever VHS videos I owned.
Return of Jafar.
And it's on where Iago becomes a good guy.
Oh, what? In that one?
Yeah. And I also had to scream. What about that? Anything else? Frozen 2, because this is for the Horror Hangout podcast. Frozen 2.
Yeah.
And
Ford versus Ferrari. But I did watch a horror film this week. I watched a film called Good Night Mommy. Ever heard of this?
Yes.
So it's German, Austrian.
Del Toro's talked about it a couple of times.
Yeah.
All the time about it.
He's always banging on about it, and yeah, this was a film I didn't really know anything about.
Bandages. That's all I know.
Yeah, there's bandages in it.
2 kids.
Twin boys. Yeah. A mum who comes home and she's had plastic surgery, but the boys are convinced that she's not quite the same, or she's not the mum.
Yeah.
You kind of expect a twist of a certain type in this film, and I guess it is a tad predictable in that way. Some good visuals. It gets pretty brutal at times. And yeah, when I mean, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I really do hate kids in films. But these kids annoy me as well. Yeah, I mean, if the Babadook kid is like 9 for annoying, these kids are a solid 7.
Really?
Something about them, like they both wear Crocs at one point as well, and I just think, you little twats, idiots. What about you? What have you seen this week, Mr. Luke Condor, with a K?
So I watched Nightmare Cinema. I think I talked about it last week, a little bit about it last week.
Yeah, you did talk about it last
Nightmare
week.
Cinema is Mick Garris's
that's right.
anthology.
Did you say last week you were going to watch it, or that you...
I mean, because I watched like the first segment.
Okay. You're consuming it like oranges from now on.
Yeah, segment a day.
Yeah.
But the first segment was like surprisingly great. I really liked it. It was a sort of camp slasher riff, but it was like there's a really nice twist and it really fun. So there's 5 segments. There's one's directed by I think Neil Marshall did one. No, not me. It's either David Slade or Neil Marshall.
Okay.
I think it's Neil Marshall. And there's Alexander Bruges.
Okay. So a different director directs every single.
Yeah. 2 out of the 5 segments are fantastic.
Oh yeah! What a ratio.
The others, I don't really remember. I mean, one was so bizarre that it could have been fantastic that I just didn't quite sort of. It was one of those ones that could like. I mean, it was insane. It was like a possession story in like a weird, like a Latin American priest boarding school sort of thing. But every now and again, it would just sort of have like a really epic. Like a Latin American soap opera music. You know, there's a big sting at the end.
Yeah.
Where someone says like, "I haven't been dead the whole time" or whatever. There'd be that same music, and the camera would pull back, and I don't know if it was doing it on purpose as a sort of a funny thing, or if it I couldn't tell if there was irony there or not.
Yeah.
So okay. I don't know if it was good or not. But the other 2 I just did not get along with at all. And what's his name? Mickey Rourke is in it as as the Crypt Keeper sort of guy. He plays this.
Mickey Rourke. I mean, he looks considerably different every time I see him.
He plays the screener or something, so he's the guy the projectionist they call him.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't think...
He's always projecting things on other people, this guy. He's a real dick.
But he plays like... I don't understand the concept. It's a cinema that people randomly go to, and then when they sit down and they see a short horror movie with them in the film, and then Mickey Rourke kills them. I don't understand the concept of it. But
how's it getting business, this place?
I don't know how it stayed open. Not with Odeon around the corner. But it's Mickey Rourke plays in. I don't know. They probably didn't give me wardrobe. It looks like he just rocked up.
Okay.
In his pretty normal.
Pretty normal shirt from Top Man, and his jeans from Asda.
But he was a strange guy, Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
But he looked like he was having fun. But I don't understand. And the final segment, Mick Garris' segment, was word 90s TV. Like it was that sort of feel.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know. 2 out of segments were good.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, I looked at the reviews on Shudder and people were banging on about it, so maybe I'm missing some.
I think it's like a bit of a horror sort of cultic, like a cult favourite or something, even though it's
maybe, but like the two segments that I really liked. Like there was one that was like, it looked like the budget was like 20 times more than the others.
20 billion.
Yeah, it was
million.
It's black and white, but it's like it's about a woman going to the doctor. She says that every time she looks at someone, their face sort of changes, and like they've visually done the faces like morphing and eyes are stretching and weird stuff. But it looked really good. Yeah, really quite lovely.
Okay.
Other than that, started Preacher season 2.
Okay.
Have you seen Preacher?
I think I've seen one episode of Preacher. It's one of those shows that I've got like a graveyard of shows that I've seen like one episode of, and I kind of really need to crack on with some of them.
I mean, Preacher's one of my favourite like comic book series of all time. The season 1 was slow, but it did have some really good moments.
Yeah. Season
2, I've watched one episode, and it was like just on constantly. It was really fun.
It was just on constantly.
Really, I mean, I didn't turn it off once. It was really good. It was really fast paced, really gory, really funny. Exactly what sort of a Preacher TV show should be. And I don't know. It's good. I don't understand why more people don't talk about it.
Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get back right into it. like that. The dude playing the preacher, what's his name?
Dominic Cooper.
Yeah, have you seen much of him really, apart from that, these days?
Is he was in like Emmerdale or something, was he?
Was he?
Was he?
I don't know. He's been in quite a lot of things, but yeah, he's got one of his faces, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What can I say about his face?
What about because the Nega plays Daisy.
Yeah.
She's Irish, I think, right?
Yeah, maybe. And then the other guy, the guy from This Is
Joseph
England.
Gilgan.
Joseph Gilgan, that's it. He's
playing an Irish person.
Yeah, but he's
got a proper like thick.
Yeah, that's right.
Where is he?
Is he like a vampire or something?
Yeah. Yeah. But he's fantastic. He's like a perfect choice for that character.
Yeah, he's great. Everything I see him in, he kind of eats it up. Misfits, This Is England, all that stuff. He's
That's it, isn't it? He should be in more stuff. I'm sure like he'll be in more and more stuff. He's just such a character.
Yeah, great character actor.
Yeah.
100%. Is that it?
Yeah, other than that, it's just Demon Knight. What are you going to say about it?
What have I got to say about it? What haven't I got to say about it? I've got some papers here. Like I'm a newsreader. Professional newsreader. Just yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight as a 1995 American horror comedy film directed by Ernest Dickerson, starring Billy Zane, William Sadler and Jada Pinkett, and lots of other people. So, a man on the run is hunted by a demon known as the Collector. That's all we're getting from IMDb. Getting nothing else.
So, Rotten Tomatoes gave it 38%.
Ooh.
Audience scores a bit higher, 64%. Bit kinder.
Okay.
6.7 on IMDb. I'm starting to look at the Letterboxd scores now because I feel like that's getting more and more important.
Yeah.
3.3 out of 5. That's decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think the Letterboxd one's pretty good, yeah, because it's like film fans, isn't it? It's people who take film, semi-seriously, I guess. People who watch films and aren't too bothered about reviewing stuff aren't really going to bother with Letterboxd, are they?
When you review stuff on Letterboxd,
I
think you're a bit more keen on like getting exactly the right grade. How much do you deliberate over a half a star?
Yeah, I don't deliberate too much. I think sometimes it becomes
I remember you walking around the garden I
just don't know, man. 3.5 stars, is it 4? Is it 3? There have been times where I've gone back and changed my score just because I've watched, I don't know, The Force Awakens and I've gone 5 stars, brilliant, loved it.
Yeah.
But then maybe a year later I'm like, really? Did I really give it 5 stars? So I've changed stuff in the past. Suicide Squad, I think I gave 3 stars the first time round. Second time round I went, oh god, not.
You gave 3 stars?
Yeah, I got to knock it down to 2 after that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because again, I got caught up in the hype of it. I got caught up in the trailers. I got caught up with everything, all the artwork. But yeah, with Letterboxd, I used to use it a lot more casually, but now I think I try and review every film I watch, even if it's just a one-line review.
Yeah, I don't even do that anymore.
Yeah, but you can just go crap, crap, no thank you, or very nice.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like the big releases, like cinema releases. I try and give a bigger review to. But stuff like just a little review. It's nice to keep track of things though.
Yeah.
Especially because I think I've been logging films now since maybe 2015.
I like to put in what I'm gonna watch. I like to sort of have a bit of an aim to watch.
I like doing that as well because how many times you go, I won't mind watching this soon, and you kind of forget.
Yeah.
So I just put a little.
Maybe doesn't seem immediately exciting, but then you put it on the to watch list and you'll make a point to watch it. But I'm glad I watched that.
Yeah. As soon as it's on the list, I'm all about lists. If I'm writing a list, stuff will get done on that list.
Yeah.
If I make a list on Letterboxd of what to watch, but I do cheat sometimes. So I change things on the list.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel I'm never going to get around to that. Delete that one. Add this. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
And I usually delete the list once I'm done with the month as well.
Have you seen Life Too Short with Liam Neeson talking about lists?
I have, but remind me please, because I don't remember what he says about lists.
Steven Spielberg. Steven said to me once, "That's exactly what I'm looking for Schindler's List." Have you seen it? You need to watch it again.
Yeah, I do need to watch it again.
Yeah.
What? Because he makes lists or something. I do remember him in it being like, he's a massive bloke. I mean, this is the first time I realised, God, he's massive.
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah.
He's just like this big.
I make lists all the time. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Right, in Schindler's List.
Yeah. Okay. So, dude, you haven't seen this before.
No.
This one's quite. I've talked about this one a few times.
Yeah, you mentioned it a few times on the podcast.
My dad was watching it on the. Bang on about it. Give it all that. My dad was watching it on TV. I was watching it from behind the sofa.
Is this recent? The way you said it then was like...
Last night.
Dad, can I come out? Is Billy Zane still on TV? Yeah, that's not your accent.
Could be. When I was a kid, maybe it's changed. So, my dad was watching it on TV. I remember being sort of sat behind the sofa and sort of looking around it and watching the film. And then, like, pretending... I found it a bit too scary. And lying down, pretending I was falling asleep. My dad wouldn't send me to sleep.
Like, Dad, are you alright? I'm just having a rest.
But then, like, I think it's maybe the noises, and every now and again I'd look around to see something, and it'd be like the Christ stuff,
Yeah. Oh.
or it would be some of the possessions because there's loads of body horror stuff going on like that, or it was the stuff in the mines. One of those things I'd see and I go, like, it's just too.
No.
There's a couple of things I'll talk about
See,
that quite visually.
I've kind of remember a few bits of this. Like I've definitely, like I feel like I've seen, but maybe I've just seen some Tales from the Crypt stuff, or I've just because I remember sort of. In my head, I remember being quite young and watching some of this stuff. But this is exactly the kind of film that would have terrified me.
Yeah.
Because there was this sort of... when it's like a weird, demony, creepy, like something out of...
The little Crypt Keeper. Little, like, miniature Crypt Keeper.
No, the demons in this.
Yeah.
Like the ones that come with Billy Zane. Like
yeah, I mean, they kind of look like Crypt Keepers to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah. That sort of thing, because like I mean, when I was younger, I was scared of the Unnameable, which we've reviewed, which was like a weird demon woman.
Yeah,
I used to be scared of From Dusk Till Dawn with all the vampires like I did, and it's all got that sort of look. There's this really specific look of a creature, a vampire demon creature that used to terrify me as a kid. So I think if I saw this would just have been another one to add to the list of something that scarred me.
But this time I watched it and I was like, oh, this is a horror comedy.
yeah.
Like, no,
it's a horror comedy, and it's like, it's very Evil Dead, isn't it? It's very like...
Yeah, some of the camera movements and stuff.
It's Evil Dead, and it's very From Dusk Till Dawn, because it's very like, you know, just stuck in a single location while things are trying to get you in that location or coming into that location, or like a siege, is that the word I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
A siege.
Assault on Precinct 13 came to my mind.
Yeah, yeah, that's
like
true.
It. But I was like, that's the genre of film, though, isn't it? A siege film. So, yeah, it was way, like, I won't say it was out and out funny, but I think Billy Zane plays, like, is really hamming it up. In the best way, I think.
Oh yeah, he gets absolutely loads to do, and obviously...
And there's some great lines. My nipples are smoking.
My nipples are smoking.
Thomas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
My nipples are smoking.
Yeah, he was getting car batteried, wasn't he? Just like, come on.
Yeah.
Start that car.
Yeah. Get that pussy off the table. There's loads
that was good.
Like puns and stuff. Like
there's a lot of puns. And a lot of kind of things that happen. I was like, what is going on? Like that sort of reaction.
Also, why were there so many panther sounds? You know, like whenever like, someone would hand the key to someone, and go wow. Or like there's like Billy Zane, and like he'd be trying to lure someone into like trying to possess their mind or whatever, and he'd be like really soft focused, and you just hear this like beat. Yeah, and you go wow. Like it was almost like a Lynx advert.
Yeah, it was a bit like that porno Lynx advert.
Yeah.
And the Jesus stuff was weird as well. I wasn't sure.
That's kind of sort of freaked me out a bit.
It was kind of freaky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty. To be fair, like the demons are pretty creepy in this. I think like there's a lot of visuals, like the glowing green eyes, and you kind of just shoot them and they just go flying off with a beam of like green, like lightning plasma, shit. It was an experience. So there is another Tales from the Crypt film, right?
We'll get.
We'll get there. Okay.
So the staff, we've got John Kassir who does the Crypt Keeper voice.
Yeah.
The Crypt Keeper stuff is kind of separate. I mean, I never really watched Tales from the Crypt, the TV show. I don't think. I think that must be more of an American
I'm aware of it, but I've not ever watched it in great detail. Sorry.
Billy Zane plays the collector, a travelling demon who's after this key to end the world.
Is he always bold? Like like, is he a bold man?
He is a bold man now. I think because this looks like it's pre-Titanic.
Yeah.
He had hair in Titanic, and this looks like he isn't bold.
Was that his hair though in Titanic?
Yeah, well,
one thing I noticed from Titanic, and I said this when it happened, someone spits in his face in this film, and someone spat in his face in Titanic. So I was thinking maybe it's like a thing that he says whatever film I'm in contractually.
Gotta have some spit on my face.
Because somebody spit in my face in this film. No, it's about Titanic. It's a tragedy and things. Someone goes in my face immediately.
William Sadler plays like a breaker.
Yeah. Initially I thought this was the bad guy, but then you pretty much immediately realise that it's the other way around. His name's Breaker.
Yeah.
Great name.
Actual name. Jada Pinkett Smith plays Geraldine. Which I don't. Is that a real name? Geraldine.
It sounds like some sort of medicine, like Germaline.
Yeah, I was going to say cleaner, but.
Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith was good in this, I think.
Yeah. I
She's
mean,
good.
I don't know how it could be any better than she did. I mean, she did it as kind of straight against Bill Sadler's sort of over the top, like traveller on the run sort of character.
There were a lot of kind of crazy characters in this. Like a lot of actors that you kind of recognise from something.
Dick Miller. Dick Miller played Uncle Willie.
Dick Miller, yeah. No, Uncle Willie, so Dick plays Willie. Come on, Dick. Thomas Haden Church,
he looked really young. Really young.
Yeah, he did look really young. And I watched it with some friends and we kind of just were making Sandman jokes all the way through.
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. I always think about him in Sideways. He's in Sideways?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so the plot. We open with the Crypt Keeper segment, the open segment, and it's the Crypt Keeper who's filming a movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good little gore. It looks like a good gore film. It looks like a standard Crypt Keeper story, or like what was it? A creep show sort of story, like a revenge back from the dead sort of story. And we find out it's actually the Crypt Keeper shooting a movie because he's in Hollywood, and it's like it's really played for like jokes. It's like really over the top silly.
The Crypt Keeper makeup is weird because it's like it almost looks stop motion.
It did when he starts walking.
Yeah, it was like stop motion, but then like, over the top of it looked like the head was stop motion, but he was over the top of like a little actor.
It looked weird, didn't it?
It looked really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes weird is good because it's almost a bit like, oh. But in a film like this, it's a bit.
Yeah,
it is kind of strange.
He doesn't really have his laugh.
Yeah, why is he always laughing? How's he earning any money looking the way he does?
Yeah, I like it. I like that. It's sort of like he's just in the normal world.
Yeah, no one goes, are you alright? Why do you...
Where's your skin, mate?
Are you a decomposing corpse? What? I mean, how does he speak? Yeah, that was good. That was a good laugh. And this is the first bit where there's a lot of breasts in this film. This is the first pair of breasts you see. Yeah. And then there's a guy. The guy, I can't remember what the actor's name is, but the guy who's like got loads of skin hanging off of him, like he's playing some sort of weird. All I remember is
that a Belushi?
I don't know. He's the villain in Richie Rich. Is the only thing I knew. I was like, that man is the villain in Richie Rich. Sometimes my brain does that, you know. I mean, I'm sure it stores some pretty useless facts, but that's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
That's the man who's the villain in Richie Rich. Great.
Richie Rich.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
What?
No, he's fine.
Okay. Okay, so we start off. The Crypt Keeper, he's like saying, we're in Hollywood now. This is a movie we've been making. We've got loads lined up. Loads of Tales of Crypt movies that are going to happen. It didn't happen.
Was this like the MCU? Like,
yeah.
Here's our timeline of all the Tales from the Crypt films we're going to have. They're all going to cross over and eventually there's going to be one big Tales, but they only made two.
Exactly, yeah.
Shit.
Well, okay, so we start off in the actual film with some 90s, that's some drum and bassy type jungle music.
Always good.
And then, I think there might be a pamper stand at that point, I'm not too sure.
No, okay, that's just a cat.
And then, so it's Breaker being chased by Billy Zane in a car, and they crash.
Yeah, they do crash. And again, this is where initially I thought it seemed like Breaker was the villain, because the Collector, something about him, you know, like Stetson, long coat, he kind of looked like some sort of lawman, I guess.
Yeah.
And, but that happens, the vehicles crash, Breaker flees.
Yeah.
Goes to a house.
So he goes to the house and then he runs away from. Dick Miller sees him at the house and takes him to.
That's right.
A church. It was a church and now it's a hotel.
Yeah. So he's a local drunk.
Yeah.
Uncle Willie.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm being chased by the Collector here. Don't worry, Uncle Willie will look after you. You'd be like, sorry mate, I've more important things to do. I'm not going to befriend you.
Yeah. So whilst that's happening, Billy Zane, there's like two policemen, Dumb and Dumber style policemen.
Yeah. The two Stooges.
Yeah.
One of them, like, he can't be an actor. He's like, he can't be an actor. Like, he's just he's too ridiculous.
They Billy Zane kind of gets the policeman on his side, and they're going to go after Breaker.
Yeah.
He said he stole something very valuable from me.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
They didn't ask what it is. Good police work. They could go, what's he stolen from you? He just goes, he stole something very valuable from me.
Yeah.
Nokia 3210.
You can't buy them anymore.
Yeah. Well, you
Snake 2
couldn't even then.
Billy Breaker, is that his name? I think it's Breaker. Breaker is in the hotel. We're introduced to, what are the names?
We're introduced to basically a crazy bunch of interesting characters who all seem to like exist in the same space, even though it's a hotel. Like you just go out to your room, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't all exist in the same weird living space.
They're like a little community.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's very strange. Like,
There's,
a bit like
Irene, who's the hotel owner. There is Cordelia, who's a prostitute.
Is that confirmed? Is it? She's officially a prostitute.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
There we go. I thought you were just judging her.
No.
She was wearing.
Geraldine, who's on parole, or doing some sort of work release program.
That's right, Geraldine. Germaline. Yeah.
And then there's Roach, who's getting his rocks off with.
Yeah. Prostitute.
And then there's also a guy who's about to go postal.
Yeah, I thought he looked like Andre the Giant, but like squashed.
Andre the Standard. Yeah.
Andre the Man.
Andre the Man.
Andre the Giant, but squashed. Yeah, he was a bit nuts, wasn't he?
Yeah. So then we're introduced Breaker's sort of introduced all these people, and he is getting along okay. He's eating some peas, some mushy peas with mint sauce.
Mushy peas and mint sauce. Delicious.
Yeah. Do you ever have mushy peas and mint sauce? I think it might have been a...
Oh, right. It's a real thing, is it?
I think it might have
Jesus
been a
Christ, it's a normal thing, isn't it? It's a what thing?
Firework, like bonfire night. You'd have mushy peas and they put a bit of mint sauce in it.
Oh.
It tastes amazing. Honestly, it tastes really good.
Minted peas, that's a thing. This sounds like it's a northern thing.
Okay, so we get a few dynamics. We get Roach is kind of abusive to Cordelia, the prostitute, but he's getting his nipples smoking. He says, "My nipples are smoking." There's that bit.
It's because she attaches a bloody car battery to his nipples.
It's going to happen.
That's too far in it. Like I feel like no matter what gets you off, right? I'm sure people out there probably do like that, but that almost feels like it's too far. The fact that you've got to bring a car battery into the bedroom.
There's a lot of work there.
Alright, here's the car battery then, I suppose. What we're going to do, attach these to that, and it's... I feel like it's one of those things where you think, yeah, that might be nice, but then as soon as you get it done... hear me out. But then as soon as it starts, you'll be like, ow! Like it's too much.
I think even the crocodile clips is too much.
Yeah, I know.
Never mind the electric shock.
No, I just imagined it. I've got like non-existent nipples as well, so they would like... It'd take ages to find anything to latch onto with the crocodile clips.
Okay, so at the same time, I can't remember what happens. I mean, there's the bit where Fingers says, "Get that pussy off the table," and it's Geraldine's cat they're talking about. Yeah. Cordelia's like, "Oh, sorry," because she's the prostitute. Yeah. It's just like really playful. I kind of saw
it coming, didn't you? Yeah. So
the
owner Irene is an actress who I don't really know, but I recognise her as something. She's definitely in a film.
Yeah.
As like she's definitely in this film, but she's definitely in a film as like a position of authority, and I want to say like she's like an FBI agent or something, maybe like Face Off or something like that.
I don't know.
You're laughing because something happens to her when she gets off. Something comes off of her person.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Billy Zane turns up with his two policemen, and they're like, "Arrest that man.
Yeah.
He's got something important." The two stooges handcuff him, and they say the person you say you are died 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Also,
how did they get that information?
Also, Baker is like giving the old, "I'm just an old man who's too tired." Like it's like,
"I'm too tired to carry on."
Lonely man and a lonely road. Like just giving all that stuff. So Billy Zane is really charming. He's giving it a sort of southern drawl sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then he can't find this thing, whatever he's stolen. He said it's a key or something, but I don't know. It's not a key, is it?
No.
Key. Like a vase.
It's like a vase key.
It looks like it's paper mache. It looks like an...
Yeah, it looks like someone's made it in their art for their art project. Yeah. And they've gone, here's a religious symbol, and you've gone, that's really good, mate, but then you wrote it down F.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What is it? Yeah.
You weren't grading them. You
weren't
a teacher.
That's what I do when I just talk to anyone. When they go, "Look at this thing I've made or done," I go, "Yeah, that's cool. F."
What are you writing down with your finger on your hat?
F plus. Yeah, just write it. Yeah, that's it. Just so judgmental.
Okay, so I guess it just gets to the point where they're going to arrest him. They're going to arrest them both, and Billy Zane's just like, nah, fuck this. And he just punches the policeman through the face.
Yeah. So he punches the policeman. I don't know. I'm changing the page for that. So he punches the policeman like through the face, and this is the first moment of like ridiculous, over the top gore. And I think initially, like from this moment on, we know this is not a film to take seriously. Not that you were in it to start with, but this is where it goes. It looks very Evil Dead, doesn't it? Because already we've got like just ridiculous gore and bodies flinging around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the head's stuck on his arm for ages, and he can't get it off. And then he says "heads up" and throws one of those kind of punches.
There's a lot of great one-liners from the Collector. It's almost like he earns more points by getting these one-liners in.
Yeah. Well, so he gets kicked outside. Oh, he gets a bit of scrap with Breaker, and he pushes the key on his face, and he like a red flare, and it hurts him. But then he kicks him outside, and then Billy Zane does this thing, and he goes, "I'm tired of this hokey pokey." Like,
he's like angry, isn't he? So he kind of like he's angry at everyone who's there, I guess.
But he starts like making fun of like country singers or something. It's really weird.
I feel like he ad-libbed that. I feel like he did it, and then he went, "We'll keep that in." Let Billy Zane have his moment.
He loses this sort of southern lawman stick.
Yeah.
And then becomes
a bit
90s.
Jim Carrey.
No, I mean from that point on, he turns it. Yeah, it'd be Jim Carrey, I suppose.
Yeah.
But he
over the top.
It's constantly commercial. Like it's constantly like selling something. Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know what happens with it. I mean, what we got? So, so he like cuts his hand.
Yeah.
And he shoots some green.
Yeah, so he cuts his hand and he's got like sort of luminous green, weird blood, Monster Energy blood. Yeah. And he's just like slapping it around everywhere. Yeah. And instantly Breaker seems a bit concerned by that. He's a bit like, "Oh, what are you doing with your blood there, man?" Yeah. And so basically loads of demonic creatures come out from the ground.
To me, they look like little Crypt Keepers, but with green eyes.
Yeah, so they got bright green eyes. Yeah. And I mean, I guess that's like an iconic... Because I haven't really seen anything... Because if they didn't have those bright green eyes, they just look like any old ghouls. When they got these bright green eyes, they look quite, the
birthing scene was kind of cool as well. Like, they were just practical effects. They were like little fetus things at first, and then sort of fleshed out a little bit. I thought they were good. Yeah,
I thought they looked good. They looked pretty creepy, and they sort of everyone sort of comes back into the house where Breaker has got the artifact thing. Is a little vase, little site.
Nail varnish.
It's a little nail varnish, full of like this bright red liquid, glowing red liquid.
Yeah.
And he kind of uses it to sort of mark the door, and it creates and it creates like a
force field.
Force field, basically a force field. Creates a force field. Obviously, it's like a religious thing to ward off these demons, and they can't cross it. They can't get past it, so he starts using it on various different doors and windows to try and stop. And then and pretty much straight off, it becomes like a siege. The demons trying to get in. All of this ragtag group of characters trying to keep
all the windows at first, and there's the back door and the front door, and they just keep popping this force field juice down.
Yeah.
And then, so for a little while, the demons can't get in, but Billy Zane can possess people.
Yeah.
Where you can kind of mutate their body. It's really weird. By just like he talks to them and appeals to their human nature or something.
He goes, "Bloody hell, you're lovely," a lot, and you go, "I'm possessed."
So the first person is the Cordelia, the prostitute, and she gets slapped around by Roach.
Yeah.
And then so she's like looking for love anywhere, and then she sees Billy Zane like. He's like wiping a tear from her eye, like from outside the window.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that was good.
And then, so Wally, the guy who's about to go postal.
Andre the Regular.
Andre the Regular is gonna have some sex time with her.
Is he?
And he thinks he's the luckiest day of his life.
Yeah.
But then when people get possessed, it's really mutated. Like the flesh.
It's a bit like the Thing, I guess, isn't it?
There's a neck stretch or something.
There's like a neck stretch open. The mouth becomes like this weird sort of mandible thing, like Predator crossed with something. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like for practical effects, it looks juicy.
And their eyes moving around inside the.
Yeah, and they look like the people they're supposed to be, because I mean you get this loads in films, especially from this era. probably from the like 70s through to the late 80s, when like people get possessed or turn into vampires or become something else, they kind of stop looking like the person they were supposed to. And I mean, I guess that's kind of the thing, because there's something quite terrifying about that. But the fact that these people still look like those people, but just messed up. I think that's pretty cool, and I quite like that. Considering,
get in there and go have a little scrap.
Yeah. So they have a little scrap, and she kills Wally, doesn't she? And then who is it? She
shoves her finger into his eyes, and then she rips Thingy's arm off.
Oh yeah. Then she rips Irene's arm off. Comes off pretty easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like snapping.
Wanted to come off that. Didn't it?
Yeah, it wanted to come off that arm. That arm was going, go on then, if you're gonna rip me off, go on then. Yeah, so that arm comes off pretty. I mean, that's pretty brutal, because I think not long after the arm comes off, people are kind of just dabbing him with a cloth or something.
Yeah.
Never mind. No, see, I couldn't have done that if we weren't.
No, yeah,
to each other. I would have done it through I just touched the screen.
So around after he's fended off that breaker, says the juice is the blood of Christ.
Obviously,
or it was, and it was also, but he got it from. There's like guardians or something, and every time they die, they put their blood into it and they pass it on to the next.
Is this when we see a little flashback to the Jesuses?
Yeah, there's a bit of that, and there's a bit of World War One as well. I think his face is out.
Yeah. Because we're supposed to make that this has been passed down through various different people to try and protect other people from loads of the old demons.
Yeah. And then Billy Zane's trying to get in a few ways. Roach is like, I'm gonna get the key. I'm gonna give it to him. He's gonna betray everyone. And then someone. They lose the cat, so they go into the basement and they find out there's some mines.
Right. Yeah, mines underneath the. Is it a church?
It was a church, yeah.
Was it? So it's like a church hotel with mines underneath it.
Anything that serves the story.
yeah.
And then Bill Sadler Breaker Man is like, I don't think so. But everyone else was like, yeah, we think so actually. So we're gonna do it. But it was a bad idea. The mines are full of demons.
Mines are full of bloody demons, obviously, aren't they? Yeah.
I've seen that bit. I found it really scary as a kid, but I mean now it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's just not scary at all, is it?
I don't know. Like,
is it? I don't know.
It's not scary as such, because we're grizzled older men now, Luke. But there is something kind of creepy about it. I think it's the green eyes for me.
Yeah. In the dark, you see like loads of green eyes.
I think that's pretty scary.
Yeah. What was?
I think we find out a bit more about the key. So it's like God created lights, which scattered demons and the keys across the universe, and that artifact is the last key needed to reclaim the power. And there's a bit as well where like somebody's like holding it up to Jesus on the cross, and it's like dripping down into it.
Yeah.
And a demon like tries to
touch it or something.
Yeah. But another thing, when demons get shot, so obviously Breaker's got a gun, and he's shooting a lot of them in the head. So when they get shot, like this green sort of lightning sort of comes out of their eyes and sends them flying back. It's almost like they've got this power in them. Yeah. And you could do anything you could just cut them open a little bit and it just come flying out. It's like really inconvenient, if anything. If you nick yourself, ow! Lightning coming out. Oh, yeah, that's pretty intense. It's pretty unique, I guess.
Yeah. And if it hurts people as well, like the lightning sort of shoots into you.
Yeah.
I don't think it kills you. It's not that powerful, but it seems to hurt him.
Yeah, seems to just stings.
So, Billy Zane's still working his magic. I can't remember who he tries to persuade Geraldine at one point. Like saying, I can give you all anything you want.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit. I can't remember when that is. I think that's a little bit late. I think before that, Roach manages to to get the key out of Breaker's satchel, so like the nail varnish thing. Sorry. And then not long after, Irene and Bob discovered that Wally, aka Andre the Regular, was going to attack a post office with a trunk full of weapons. He had like loads of stuff, and they kind of go, he didn't have any bullets, but he's got this like necklace made out of grenades.
Yeah. And then
a grenade necklace, a necklace made out of grenades. She puts that around her neck, and when she's got one arm, she's like, "Well, I'm going to go down fighting."
Okay, so here's what happens. Roach has stolen the key. He says to Billy Zane, "I'll give you the key, as long as you let me go."
Yeah.
And he says like, the world's going to end anyway. I've got bigger shit. I've got piles. He says, or something like that.
Did he say that?
So hemorrhoids.
Oh.
So I've got bigger problems.
If I was Billy Zane, I'd be like, Why is that relevant? I'll be like, you got what? Jesus Christ.
My nipples are smoking still.
My nipples are still smoking, right? Got any you got a car battery on you? Not interested.
So he says, thanks, Roach, cheers, mate. But then he instantly betrays Roach and the demons eat him.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you kind of think, I mean, it's obvious what's going to happen, you know. Kind of bad guy, makes a deal with the main bad guy to basically...
He had no leverage.
He had no leverage at all. Have this thing, which is in my hand here, which you could easily take and let me go. And then obviously Billy Zane says, one more thing, Roach. I lied.
Yeah,
and
like that.
And they all kind of like jump on him. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then not long after that is when Irene and Bob...
This death was unearned a little bit.
Unearned and unnecessary.
Why? Yeah, why?
How many are you going to kill?
Yeah. Why? I mean, so everyone goes into the attic room. And there's a little kid now as well. They found him in the mine.
So there's a kid from earlier. So I think we didn't mention at the start. Breaker tries to break into a car. The little kid sees him. What?
That's the name.
Breaker tries to break into a car. I mean, what would you expect without that name?
Yeah.
Kid sees him, grasses him up.
Yeah.
And Roach is his dad, right?
Is he really?
I don't know.
That kind of makes sense. He looks a little bit like him.
Yeah, they both got the same hair. Both got smoking nipples. Yeah. So this is where Irene and Bob, the policeman, kind of like pretty much give up, right? They're like fighting some demons.
Can't they just... so they go into the attic room. Can't they just go up? Like, why do they feel like they have to...
So basically they kill themselves. They use the grenades to just explode themselves, taking a load of demons with them. But really, how many demons do they take with them? 4?
Yeah.
It seems pointless.
Yeah.
But do you remember what Irene says before the grenades go off?
I don't know, some sort of...
Supper time! But I'm like, but they're not going to get to eat you because you just exploded. Yeah. It's just one of those one-liners, isn't it?
At some point, Uncle Willie becomes a deadite. Because that's what they are, really, aren't they? Like
they're pretty much deadites. Because they still look like the person they're supposed to look like, but creepy.
Their faces go back to... Like, not like the human form.
When they're trying to manipulate someone else, Oh, why would you kill a dear old
But the way I do quite like the way Billy Zane lures them in. He's like, he's like, it's a bit like The Shining, I guess. Cause he's an alcoholic. He lures them spiritually lures them into this site.
Loads of boobs again.
Loads of boobs.
Yeah.
Loads of, he's got all his drinks and his cigars and he's giving to him. And there's a kind of a creepy bit where Billy Zane, he's like got the cigar sticking out his mouth and like the glasses. And once he knows he's got him, once he knows Dick Miller is just going to keep him drinking, like he just takes he just spits the thing out. He just his face turns instantly he gets that evil sort of glint.
Evil bastard.
Yeah,
exactly.
So Dick Miller becomes Deadite.
Evil Uncle Willie. Yeah.
I can't remember. I think they get his head off.
Yeah, his head gets chopped off. I think.
Some antlers or something. I think they stick that. The little kid sticks his eyes on the antlers whilst
that's right.
Whilst the headless body is attacking Breaker.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm getting confused about now is the amount of characters. Because there are a lot of characters, a lot going on, and when the boy gets possessed as well, right?
Yeah.
Is that around about this time?
So what happens is Geraldine they try to possess Geraldine. This seems a little bit out of place because I don't know why Geraldine's in a different room. Why is she so? Yeah. But there's a good bit. I mean, Billy Zane is like dancing with her.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this.
And there's like a canvas sheet of her face as if she was a pop star.
Yeah.
And then there's like blood. It's like soaking through the sheet. And as it pulls away, we see Bill Sadler's body.
Getting ripped apart.
I think that bit stuck with me as a kid.
It's like up on the wall as well.
It's a weird perspective thing as well. And all the demons are like threading like his guts out of him and stuff.
Yeah, that's very gruesome.
So, but then Geraldine, I think, is too strong mentally to become a deadite.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really tell you what's going on there.
Yeah, because not long after that, so Breaker gets like mortally wounded by the kid, right?
Yeah, he's reading a comic. He's reading an EC Comics Tales of the Crypt.
This is pretty cool, actually. This is pretty cool. So what's happened while he's reading the comic, and he starts turning into the deadite and fighting Geraldine and Breaker.
Yeah.
The comic book is like the pages are turning. And we kind of see what's happening in the comic book. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That could have been really cheesy, but I kind of liked it. It was.
I think it suits the tone of the film.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So unfortunately, Danny does kill Breaker, and then when Breaker's dying, he passes over the.
That gets to me. So the demon kid's face is messed up.
Yeah, that's like...
And his tongue...
Yeah.
So he rips a hole in his like chest or something, and then he sticks his tongue into the wound.
Yeah.
And he's like licking his heart or something.
Oh, a lovely tasty heart.
Tongue in his aorta.
Yeah, giving it a good hard tonguing. Yeah, so he basically initiates Geraldine as the guardian of the key, guardian of the nail varnish.
Yeah.
And that somehow deactivates like all the blood seals, like in the house.
Oh yeah, because it's made of his blood, isn't it? If he dies.
Just as I die, all the blood cells are deactivated.
So then, Geraldine is now the one. She's starting to believe.
Yeah, she's the one.
She's the one. And then she gets... Billy Zane beats her up.
Yeah, they have a sort of final battle thing, don't they? There's some good shots here where he's like still... Is he still dancing her at this point? He's like...
He puts her in like a shower curtain. He puts her in the... she's covered herself in Bill Sanders' blood.
Blood, yep.
But I thought that blood wasn't working no more. But
no, I don't think it works. I think, doesn't he look...
That does make it... I don't know, actually.
Yeah, but it gets to a point where she spits blood in his face from the key.
Yeah. And it melts.
And it melts his face. And he turns into like his true form, like the
like a winged demon thing.
Massive winged demon, but we don't really get to see much of it because then it explodes.
Yeah.
It's destroyed.
Does the hotel... I feel like this kind of film with the hotel would like blow up at the end. Yeah, it does. And then I'm like, how did she survive then?
Yeah, she was
in it.
Oh yeah,
it
does properly explode. She's fine. She was covered in the blood. It protected her.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. Well, and there's a nice little ending bit. She gets on the bus and she's using that blood willy nilly, really.
She's using that blood to make a little thing on the bus. I just think, don't do that unless you know you're definitely in immediate danger. Yeah. Which, I mean, it does turn out she was, but...
Yeah.
If you're just using it everywhere you went, what do you do? Public toilet, use it.
Yeah. Well, for that, if you sit down.
You'd be so paranoid all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
There's
no lock on that. There's no lock on that toilet.
Yeah, it must be quite nice going somewhere and be able to just keep all the demons out there. Like that.
And the bus stop, the bus pulls up at the stop, and there's a guy who's obviously a demon who can't get on the bus, and he says, "I'll get the next one."
Yeah.
I feel like that guy must be something as well. From I feel like that must be like an Easter egg.
Well, he's kind of dressed the same as the Collector, almost. Sort of hat, briefcase, long coat.
That's the uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that when you sign up.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing at the end. What's his name? The Crypt Keeper. They're screening this film.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Well, I did get final cut."
Yeah.
Like they
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Get on his head. Looks like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Then and that's it. I mean, that's how the film ends. So, I've got some trivia.
Very nice. My favourite part.
Number one.
I haven't got the answers here, but
no, looking.
I'm not looking.
Which Hollywood starlet was supposed to play the role of Jerry Lean before Jada Pinkett Smith took the role? Was it A, Cameron Diaz, B, Halle Berry, C, Bella Harry?
That's difficult because I was gonna say Cameron Diaz was she like kind of but she had her big break in 1995 with The Mask, didn't she? I think that was 1995. So let's say Halle Berry, because in terms of someone who looks similar to Jada Pinkett Smith, that makes sense.
Or did I put Jada Pinkett Smith? I mean Halle Berry because I knew you'd make that connection.
Well, there I've gone for it now. So
okay, well you were incorrect. It was Cameron Diaz.
Oh Jesus!
It just says she was supposed to play the role, and then the director, Ernest Dickerson, said, "I want Halle Berry."
Oh, you wanted Halle Berry?
No.
Oh, you wanted Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay.
Bella Harry. Yeah.
Poor Halle Berry's getting roped into this left, right, and centre. She didn't even want to get involved.
Number 2.
Yeah.
What everyday household item was used to make the green glowing slime?
Everyday household item.
Yeah.
Green glowing slime. Was it like? I want to say bleach, but then they can't be using that on people's eyes. Is it green and glowing?
Huh? What?
Is it green and glowing? The stuff.
The
household item.
I've done you a disservice.
Is it just something completely not green and glowing? It's just like. Is it? I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, the answer is the green slime was taken from standard everyday household glow sticks.
Ah, what? That's Let's put a household item. I'm thinking cleaning products. So like, oh, excuse me, you go to the shop? Yeah, grab some toilet paper, grab some Mr. Sheen, and get me some household glow sticks. What's that for? Just having a rave in the kitchen?
Yeah, well, I don't know. People just have
You have done me a disservice.
I didn't think that would throw you off as much as that.
Yeah, threw me off big time, man.
What was it that got all up in the rafters of the set, causing audio issues galore? Was it A, fanboys, B,
Yeah.
B, actors,
Yeah.
or C, birds?
Birds. Imagine actors up there. Get down, do some work. We're up in the rafters. Gotta be birds, isn't it?
Yeah, birds, yeah. Number 4, okay. What comic line is Tales from the Crypt adapted from?
Comic line.
Comic company, I guess, like Marvel, DC.
Is it Dark Horse? No, that's too late, isn't it? Late in the day. Is it one of Marvel and DC? Is that what you said? It.
No, it's not.
Oh. Dark Horse then. I don't know if that's in my head.
So it's EC Comics.
EC?
Yeah.
What's that?
So EC Comics is I mean, Google it.
DC. Google it. I mean, you're a very good trivia master. Well, I don't know the answer to what you just said, so bloody Google it, you lazy bastard.
Reverse the trivia. I mean, so EC Comics did all the horror comics like this. Creepshow is based on each comic.
What kind of years are we talking now? In the 80s?
I think they were like 70s, 80s.
70s, 80s,
yeah.
okay. I don't know that much about
comics like this. You know that comic that we was reading? That's a pretty standard looking EC Comics looking thing, yeah.
Was EC Comics, they just went DC Comics, EC Comics?
When I first heard about EC Comics, I had a few interviews, I always thought they were saying DC Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just couldn't say it properly.
Yeah. Okay, number 5. How many Tales of the Crypt movies were there?
2.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
He's confident. There was 1995's Demon Knight, 1996's Bordello of Blood, and 2002's The Ritual.
Ah, what?
But The Ritual was not produced as a Tales of the Crypt film, but is considered an unofficial entry in the Tales series.
We don't
so
deal
we
in
were both right.
We don't deal in unofficial entries.
You could say we were both right.
You're right as well. Oh, they're both. You're not taking part in the trivia. We were both right. You're the trivia master.
Well done. You got all of them right.
Good. I'm glad.
So we need to do the rating thing. I think you're going to go pretty low.
I'm not going to go
incorrectly. In my head.
I mean, I enjoyed it. As I said, it's very Evil Dead. It's very From Dusk Till Dawn. It's got a load of crazy characters in it. It's entertaining, that's for sure. I mean, I watched it with a couple of friends, so it's a good film to watch, laugh at, and enjoy. It's definitely the kind of film that would have freaked me out when I was younger. So, it's probably a film I would have held in higher regard if I'd seen it when younger, and then probably going back to it, I probably would have appreciated it more. Because this was the first time I saw it, probably not as much.
I like how you're already sort of thinking in my what you think my rating's going to be. You're already
I don't know.
Qualifying it. If I'd seen it as a
kid, I would give it an A+, like Luke Condor's about to. But
I'm a normal person.
But I'm a normal person who didn't think Cat People was the greatest film of the 20th century.
Just qualify what you think my rating's going to be.
But I think I'd go for because it's entertaining. I'd go for a C+. Which isn't massively low.
I think that's a bit low. I put here. I mean, it's not going to change your life.
No.
But
my life's pretty much the same.
It's fun. It's very, very watchable.
Yeah.
Gory. Billy Zane being the right character. It's got thingy getting his nipples smoked.
Yeah.
It's got everything you want.
And his Sandman nipples smoked.
Yeah.
Turned into glass.
Yeah. So I was gonna go with B, but I was gonna say B-. I mean that's. Okay. I think it's a B-.
That's only one step above me, right?
Yeah, and you're still too low. I think C+ is too low. When I think about C+ films, this is better than them.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think maybe again.
I mean, the Panther noise. It's very 90s. When people say like 90s is a bad horror movie decade.
Yeah.
This is up there as one of the better.
Yeah. I mean, for me, C+ is watchable and I liked it.
Okay.
B starts veering into the. I really liked it. A is like this film's fucking amazing.
Shit hot.
A so I'm probably
all-time favourite. Life changes.
Yeah. So I'm probably a bit inconsistent with my ratings, but I kind of always think always think with this sort of range, I'll go for a C+.
Yeah.
To me, C+ is still good. I start to go, oh, it's a bit shit when it's about C-.
Yeah.
C is like bang in the middle for me. Like, well, so I've even gone more than that.
Yeah, I think you should be more than that. But it is your rating, so
yeah, it's my rating, alright. I know you're just
going
to change it. He's gonna edit over it in the podcast. Where he just goes, so Ben, what's your A+? And just me going like that. A+.
A+. You can put the same thing over and over again.
A+. Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
That's the end of this episode. That's the end of our live.
Yeah, it's not that
in person.
Live and in person in the same room. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird format.
Yeah.
It's weird that I can't just stare straight ahead, because obviously I guess I usually do that with the podcast. The fact I've got kind of.
Have you been looking at the camera this whole time? I've just been looking at you.
Not the whole time. I've been looking at you sometimes as well. But that's the thing. You kind of don't know whether we're coming or going.
Yeah, I think it's, when I think of like YouTube shows and stuff, they normally look at the camera. So maybe I should look at the camera more.
Well, we'll just go back and start again. We'll record as soon as we finish this. We'll just go back and start again.
I'll overdub your voice. You overdub my eyes.
yeah. I'll just put a little screenshot of your face over the top, smiling the whole time. You enjoy it.
So thanks for listening. Become a patron at patreon.com/WelcomeCleaver. Thanks to Kovacs Kalman for our theme music. Thanks to Acast for hosting the show. If you enjoyed the show, go and join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/horror hangout board of advisors. That's a mouthful. So just go to Facebook and search for Horror Hangout. Give us a rating and review in iTunes. Remember to subscribe. Tell your friends. Go buy a t-shirt at hawkandcleaver.com.
Just do it all, mate. Just do it all in one go.
Just tick them off like it's a to-do list.
Yeah.
One by one.
That's pretty fast, isn't it? I can't go faster than that.
Okay, thanks to my co-host Ben for being a right horror dude.
Thanks very much. Thanks for coming to my humble abode and joining me in a wonderful live podcast. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's good, man.
I'm just going to touch you one more time.
Thank you.
I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it again.
Alright. Cheers then. Bye.
Goodbye.